Have you ever felt like you're eating more than you want to and still feeling hungry? Or that the scale seems to have a mind of its own, and no matter how hard you try, the numbers just keep climbing? Have you looked in the mirror and thought, what's happening to my body? The pants that used to fit are now tight. Maybe you've wondered, is this my fault? Maybe you've tried dieting, cutting sugar, watching your portions. But still, something just didn't make sense. And it really didn't. Because it's not just about what you eat, it's about how your body feels hunger, how it stores energy, how it responds to its own hormones. If you're between 40 and 50, you might be going through something no one ever told you about: the deep metabolic changes of perimenopause, that invisible phase that can start years before menopause officially begins. And one of the most frustrating changes during this phase is weight gain and a sudden increase in hunger. If this is happening to you, know this: you are not alone. And it's not a lack of willpower. In today's episode, we're going to talk about one of the toughest symptoms of perimenopause: weight gain, hunger that feels endless, and a body that no longer responds like it used to, all silently driven by hormonal fluctuations. Stay with me until the end. This video is an invitation to self-care and reconnection with yourself. Welcome to MenoJourney. This is the 5th episode in our special series about perimenopause symptoms. This invisible phase that marks the beginning of one of the biggest transformations in a woman's life. If you know a woman who's feeling confused, frustrated, tired of trying to control her body, share this video with her. Shared information can save self-esteem, health, and even relationships. Have you ever noticed that during PMS, cravings for sweets like chocolate or cake feel almost uncontrollable? That happens because the drop in progesterone and estrogen lowers serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. So the body goes searching for quick comfort, sugar. But during perimenopause, this sensation can last for weeks, not just a few days before your period. Many women report a noticeable increase in appetite, especially for carbs and sweets. And along with that comes guilt, self-judgment, and frustration. During perimenopause, the female hormones, estrogen and progesterone, fluctuate intensely and unpredictably. These highs and lows don't just affect the menstrual cycle. They change your metabolism, your brain function, your mood, and even how you experience hunger and fullness. Estradiol, for example, is the main form of estrogen produced by the ovaries during a woman's reproductive years. It regulates menstrual cycles and fertility, but it also affects nearly every system in the body. It helps keep bones strong, protects the heart, supports lubrication, influences digestion, improves sleep, boosts memory, and even affects the appearance of the skin. In the brain, estradiol helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which directly affect your mood, energy, emotional well-being, and even your sense of hunger and fullness. So, when estradiol levels start to drop during perimenopause, the impact can be deep and often surprising. One of the first things many women notice is an unexplained increase in appetite. And it's not just any hunger. It's a powerful craving, often for specific foods like bread, pasta, sweets, and chocolate. Maybe you've experienced this. After a long, exhausting day, you find yourself opening the cupboard, looking for cookies or chocolate, even if you're not really hungry. Or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night with a strange urge to eat toast. It's not weakness. It's not lack of control. It's your brain trying to fix an imbalance. With the drop in estradiol, there's also a drop in serotonin and dopamine, neurotransmitters that regulate mood, sleep, energy, and yes, appetite. The body goes into compensation mode, and sugar and carbs are the quickest shortcut it can find to restore emotional balance. That's why the cravings intensify. And on top of that, your metabolism starts to slow down. Your body begins to burn fewer calories doing the same things. So even if you're eating the same, or even less, many women start gaining weight, especially around the belly. And this weight gain isn't just about looks. Belly fat is linked to higher risks of heart disease, insulin resistance, and other metabolic issues. But it's not just the drop in estrogen causing all this. Sleep often gets worse during perimenopause, and that throws appetite hormones even more out of balance. Poor sleep increases ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and decreases leptin, the satiety hormone. The result? More hunger, less fullness, more fatigue. And then there's cortisol, the stress hormone, which tends to rise during this phase. It promotes belly fat storage and increases emotional eating even more. It's as if the body is experiencing an internal storm: hormonal fluctuation, slow metabolism, high stress, bad sleep, and in the middle of it all, a woman trying to take care of everything. Even PMS can shift. Many women say it feels longer, more intense, with more irritability, more anxiety, and more cravings, especially for chocolate and carbs. Again, this is because of the drop in estradiol and serotonin. The brain seeks comfort, and sugar delivers that feeling, even if only temporarily. But then comes the guilt, the self-criticism, the feeling that you're failing, losing control, falling into patterns you thought you'd overcome. That battle with the scale and the mirror isn't an exaggeration. It's a real symptom of the hormonal transition you're going through. And maybe the cruelest part of this phase is the judgment, from society, from others, and the most painful, from ourselves. You look at old pictures, remember how clothes used to fit, and ask, when did I lose control? But what if the problem isn't about control? What if your body is simply asking for a new kind of attention? The truth is, trying to repeat the same diets and workouts you used before, without considering this new phase, can feel like swimming against the tide. Many women end up trapped in cycles of guilt, restriction, binging, and frustration, which only makes the imbalance worse. What if the problem isn't a lack of discipline? What if your body just needs a different kind of care? Understanding this changes everything. It takes the weight of guilt off your shoulders and makes room for more compassionate, effective strategies. Some small steps can help a lot. Avoiding long periods without eating can prevent hunger spikes. Eating brain-nourishing foods, like eggs, chickpeas, fatty fish, seeds, and leafy greens, can help stabilize your mood and appetite. Sticking to regular meal times, prioritizing protein and fiber, cutting back on ultra-processed foods, getting better sleep, and finding ways to manage stress, like walking, meditating, laughing, talking with someone, are simple yet powerful acts. If you can, seek professional support. A nutritionist who understands the hormonal impact on eating habits, a psychologist, an endocrinologist, or a holistic health professional with experience in perimenopause. That support makes a big difference. This struggle with the scale, the mirror, your own image, it's not vanity. It's a physical and emotional reflection of a deep transformation happening inside you. Many women experience binge eating for the first time in their lives, especially in the evening when stress and exhaustion build up. It's the body trying to compensate for imbalance with something that brings immediate relief. Your body isn't sabotaging you, it's adapting. This isn't a lack of control, it's physiology. And with the right knowledge, more kindness, and the right strategies, you can reconnect with your body and find balance again in a lighter, more honest, and possible way. These changes in metabolism and appetite don't just disappear when menopause arrives. They often continue into postmenopause, the phase that starts officially after 12 months without a period. Perimenopause is the transition, menopause is the milestone, and postmenopause is what comes after. Understanding this timeline helps you see your body with more clarity and less pressure. Wow! Isn't it powerful to understand your body? Let's review what we learned today. Weight gain during perimenopause has hormonal causes, especially the drop in estrogen and a slower metabolism. Increased hunger, especially for sweets and carbs, is rooted in hormonal and neurochemical changes. It's linked to falling estradiol and altered serotonin and dopamine levels. These are real signs of a system trying to regain balance. Many women experience episodes of binge eating, especially in the evening. That's not lack of willpower. It's physiology. Strategies like avoiding long fasting periods, nourishing your brain with the right foods, improving sleep, and managing stress can truly change your experience. Seeking professional support, caring for your nutrition, your emotional well-being, and respecting your body's rhythm, it's essential, and it's possible. The way forward is through knowledge, self-compassion, and care. Treat yourself with kindness. You deserve it. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. If this content resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other women. This kind of knowledge needs to reach where it's most needed. Every new subscriber strengthens this network of support among women, and you are a part of it. And if you haven't watched the previous episodes of our series on perimenopause symptoms, I invite you to binge watch now. In the last episode, we talked about feeling emotionally raw, mood swings, irritability, crying easily, the emotional roller coaster of perimenopause. Each video was created with care, backed by science, and with a sincere desire to help you move through this transition with more freedom, awareness, and information. Because at this stage of life, information is power. Thank you for being here. We're in this together. See you in the next episode of our series on perimenopause symptoms. Until then,